What is up, everybody? I'm ZoinkMeister Adam, joined by ZoinkMeister Patrick.
He's red, he's white, he's the Hitman.
And we're playing Hitman 3 for the PlayStation 5.
We use a strong word, he's playing. There's the, that page, you switched it. It was on the featured, that Easter egg hunt in the middle right-ish, down that one. If you wait for it to switch to the next one, the Great Fabergé Egg Heist.
Oh my god.
Filigree, the Great Filigree Egg Heist. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, I didn't realize you could switch them.
Toggle, yeah.
This sure is awkward. All right, credits? Credits. Awesome. Cool. All right, and that's it for Hitman 3 on the PlayStation 5.
This is an interesting way to do credits. So
Yeah.
far to the right.
Yeah.
But I had a good time.
I have to look left
I had a
than
fun
right.
time.
Left
This is
than
not
right.
an official like ZoinkMeister pre-approved stamp of approval platinum review because we absolutely did not platinum this.
Yeah, this is just a final closing thoughts and temporary score for the sake of, in case we never get back to this, because we probably won't.
Probably not. And at the rate I edit, oh boy.
You'll never see this.
Yeah. This was recorded at April 23rd, so let's see how long it takes me.
I thought you were going to give the year. This was recorded in
2022.
2022, by the way, in case it ever comes up.
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna like post just this episode, like out of context.
None of the rest of the Hitman series.
Like I'm just live streaming this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, I didn't play the game. I didn't even touch the controller. I've never touched the controller in this game in my life. So my review, take with a massive, hefty handful of salt, since I have very little little sway in as far as like reviewing the game. I'm exclusively reviewing the experience of watching someone play this game. But with that in mind, do you have a score in mind for this?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I played through this game twice.
Yeah.
I played this like the actual campaign, like I think it was like number 3 or 4.
Yeah. So you have played like a good bit of it.
I played a pretty good bit of it. I like it.
What would you score this if I'm
If I had to, if
if
we
I'm
had gotten
forcing
the
you?
plot, we'll
If
see. So my unofficial.
This is we have the non-completion. Usually I just put on the other series when we don't complete it. I like put in the description, this is the like multiple playthrough non-completion score. The story plus extra, right? If you were to look at what's it called? How long to beat? They have just story, and then they have story plus extra, and then they have complete.
Yeah.
And so this is the story plus extra multiple playthroughs review.
So, oh man, maybe like
Which is
like
by
I'm just-
no means, this is like subject to change if you were to ever platinum this, of course.
And the only reason I say that is because platinum in this game requires you playing through the same things over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So I feel like by the time you do achieve a platinum, you might be kind of sick of it.
Right.
And then you might only see the bads.
Right.
And like the seams, and you might like overshadow the good because you're so conditioned to
Yeah.
like accept them.
Right.
So I'm really not sure. Honestly, I really like the game. Not like somebody to the point where I'm like, oh, I gotta have the next Hitman. But it's
Yeah.
like, if someone's like, oh, how was Hitman 3? I'd be like, oh yeah, it was cool. I had a fun time with it.
Yeah.
And if someone was like, oh, would you recommend I play it? I'd be like, are you playing anything else?
Yeah.
And if you're not, then sure, why not? It's a fun time. I had a fun time. So, I mean, I'd have to probably give it either a B- or a C+.
I was sitting on B-. Yeah, and my thing was, are we counting just Hitman 3 or are we counting this whole weird Hitman trilogy
You
thing?
can technically play the entirety of Hitman 1, 2, and 3 inside of Hitman 3. So I don't know. Take
That's
that as
pretty
a
cool. I mean, that's
that
a lot of levels.
Really cool. That is really cool. I don't know how to, like, this game could be itself or it could be a collection. I really don't know how to consider that.
However you want to consider it. My aim was for B- from sitting here and watching it. It seems clunky. It has its problems. But for the most part, it seems like just kind of like a solid, fun. The person who's going to get the most out of this is someone who's really into finding every nook and cranny from a, espionage style game, whatever.
Yeah.
They put a lot into the game. There's a lot of things you can do, and that like replayability is really neat. But the engine itself feels kind of lackluster, I feel like.
It definitely is. Like, I mean, I don't want to throw things around, but this feels like the poor man's Metal Gear. like shooting isn't necessarily the best. Stealth is absolutely not the best.
Yeah, but you can't disguise yourself.
Really bad. You can disguise yourself. I mean, you can do that in Metal Gear as well, but
to this degree.
Yeah.
Oh. Like if you like kill a guard, you can put on his outfit and then people won't recognize you?
In Metal Gear Solid 4, you basically can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You think they notice you're like an old man walking around?
No, your face changes.
Oh, that's right. You have the face camo. I forgot about that.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that game is...
And then you have the enforcers who...
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 is superior in nearly every single way to this game.
So with that in mind, yeah, I don't know. I could see where you go with C+.
Yeah, I mean, as far as A being you gotta play this, and B being like, oh, it's a really good game, you should really try it if you have the time. C is like, it's cool. Like, if you're interested, give it a shot.
Yeah.
But it's not like anything you have to play.
Yeah.
By any means.
I mean, I feel like this is, I don't know, it's hard to say. I see where you're going with the C+. I feel like I can see this game being for, but yeah, I don't know. Like you said, there's Metal Gear series, which is kind of like, I feel like I'd generally recommend over this. Because this game is so stiff.
It is. There's only like 5 guns.
But the amount of like open approach to everything, like Metal Gear is a lot more linear. Not 5, but 4 is. Compared to like this, where this is like, you can go anywhere and kind of like figure out your own method for doing things. So there's like all these unique ways of killing the same person over and over again.
Oh yeah, no, they did a good job. I'm not saying like for what it is.
Yeah. No, I'm still trying to I feel like I'm just trying to figure out if I'm sticking with B- or if I agree with you on the...
It's just like, I guess, playing the game itself, a lot of it's kind of chunky to play.
Yeah.
Like nothing I think of is necessarily done good besides the way the level is laid out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's fair.
So that's like, everything else is okay. Nothing I think is necessarily bad except for opening doors.
That's true. That was really, really bad.
Yeah, just like the picking up objects, weirdly enough, is something you have to like learn to master in a game. Like for instance, Breath of the Wild did it really good. Horizon Zero Dawn didn't. Like, it's like things like that, or it's like small. They all add up to this experience. So by the end of it, when you're like, oh man, picking stuff up, like ZoinkMeister Adam, it's a dumb thing to get like bored about. It's like, no, like there's like 10 bodies all laying around each other, and like the game is having issues detecting which one I want.
Yeah.
Like, that's not so much a detail to scrub over. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot.
Yeah. And there are things like like finding the grape knife and finding the keys to the thing, and they're like right there.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stupid logic.
Scrub the floors, and you're like, oh, but you do have the like detective vision mode, whatever. But like you'd have to just kind of like just look everywhere for everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would go either way. Which one are you committing to?
I'm probably leaning towards C+.
C+.
That's not necessarily bad. I would say that translates roughly to like what, like maybe like a 7 or something, maybe like a 7.
I mean, technically we
like
have
a higher 7.
We have a 10-point system, so
technically, yeah.
You could look at a C+ as A, A-, B+, B, B-. C+ is technically a 5 out of 10, but you could also look at it as like a 79%, however you feel is more appropriate. It's kind of both. That's kind of why we decided to go with the system.
With letters instead of numbers, because numbers seem so...
Right, it's like it
because
could
of the way
be
we're conditioned
either...
to do votes, grading in like school.
So I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad grade by any means, but it's like, you're not. I mean, it's below average, right? Considering an average grade is like a B neutral. So even a B- is like acceptable, but that's like barely normal. And then when you get down to C+, you're like, I mean, it was a rough game, but it had its ups. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
And I could see that for this.
I just like story-wise, definitely not the best. Like it's told through these cutscenes that are like,
the story's
what the
pretty
heck
stupid.
is going on?
Yeah.
Like,
the only thing I could see is if you're bang for your buck, there is the like if you play all 3 games with a 1 game purchase and you really like these types of games. I mean, this is a good product for like that. If you're into the Hitman series, Hitman 3 has a lot to give you.
I mean, it was $70 for like 7 levels.
7 levels for 1 game, but you have all 3 games. So it's total of like
I do.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
that's true. Oh, do you have to repurchase the 1 and 2?
Yeah, you don't just get them. You have to those levels get unlocked if you had previously bought them.
Oh, okay.
So in order to play all of Hitman inside of Hitman 3 in the new trilogy, you'd have to pay like probably about $100.
Yeah, that's a C+. Okay, well then that's that out of the way.
Me Poo Me Games GBH.
Was there anything else we wanted to talk about in this game that was so? Yeah, the story was so like maybe it's just because we jumped into like the.
I mean, even the story within itself that we didn't know from like
Hitman game at this point.
Yeah, even the stuff where it's like, oh, this is all stuff from Hitman 1 and 2. It's like, yeah, but the stuff even I knew about that, like we discovered with the characters in Hitman 3 is still seeming.
Yeah. The poison thing was interesting. I couldn't get, so I think he was intentionally not killed. No, was he not intentionally not killed? Because the guy said that like, lucky for you, I don't throw anything away.
Yeah, he was gonna use,
boy.
he was gonna use all of his physical skill and built-in muscle memory prowess so that he could just have his own personal Hitman 3.
Right, but then we get to the last boss and the guy at the end and he's like, do you want to take the drugs? Haha. So I like, couldn't tell if that was like what they were planning from the very beginning or if that was like a mistake that just ended up working out. Like, why wouldn't they just give him the mind erase drugs like immediately?
Maybe they were working on it real hard.
Were they? It was there at his office.
Yeah, it's very concerning.
Like, I feel like at any time they could have just been like, yoink, and he lost all his memories.
Yeah, they could have. Very weird.
Easy peasy.
It's like a plot hole.
Peasy.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of plot holes, though.
Are there?
Kind of.
What are the other ones?
I mean, how did Mr. Gray get caught? He's just as good as Agent 47, and somehow...
Agent 47 got caught?
Yeah, but that's because he got the... What did she use? Like her I touched your hands to your poison device?
No, that was definitely Fox Die. I mean, she had
it was clear. I mean, yeah, it had a button. Like, what?
Fox Die.
Yeah, that was some nanomachine nonsense. Look.
Yeah, I don't know how you activate poison with a button.
Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, the story's kind of bullocks. The gameplay isn't the best. Honestly, yeah, I'd say the level design is the only actually good thing, and then everything else is either...
But you get to dress up as Abuelo and then crush second Abuelo underneath the great
yeah, that's the level design. That's the level design section.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like level design is the only thing that's done good. Everything else is either passable or just all right.
Yeah, or just not great. Yeah.
Or not great.
I mean, the story's not great.
So, I mean, I'm sorry if you like the game and you don't like the C++, but again... Like,
I think C+ is reasonable.
And again, this isn't our hard review. We don't get to say, like, maybe you played the game so much, you're like, actually, ZoinkMeisters, Adam and Patrick, you're stupid because of this.
Yeah.
Then, like, you I don't know.
Right, we're saying from the perspective of having played it a couple times through for Adam and for me, having seen it once through, and seen, what we saw in the game, it has pushed us to a C+ with this level of understanding. But a different person who played it a different way or played more of it could have see more in the game that we missed. But
and to be fair, the platinum standard that I always hold us to was purely by my decision. The way we played the game is how most reviewers played a single time through.
Right, exactly.
Even though we played multiple times.
Yeah.
So this is how everyone else would review. So even though it is our unofficial review, it is our true thoughts.
Yeah.
It's just like when we solidify
and this
something.
is a normal review like time for most other people.
ZoinkMeister reviews are better than regular reviews because they go above and beyond. But this is a standard review critic.
This is like more of
IGN,
this is a final thoughts slash review. Thoughts. We're just putting a capstone in case we don't expect to ever come back to this. And so
I definitely don't.
Exactly.
I did this already. I came back to this for ZoinkMeister and I didn't think I was going to.
Right, exactly. So I feel like it's just one of those things where it's like I don't want to leave it just like open, because I think saying some of these stuff out loud is worth like keeping in mind for anyone who's in, because we're stopping it here. But if someone's like, this game looked really cool, I want to get it. I think it's worth us like mentioning out loud that like, yeah, I mean, keep in mind though that like
there's these issues.
Yeah, there's like, it's kind of a rough game. Like opening a door is a nightmare. So I don't know. And the plot makes no sense.
God, I mean,
this isn't Final Fantasy VII, there's not a lady walking around with a big old plot just developing.
Don't go around spoiling that game. Final Fantasy VII Remake's a great game. You leave her alone.
It's just a couple honks, okay?
Ulysses graphics, but no.
It's just a couple honks.
No, it's not a couple honks.
As long as she's okay with it, I mean.
Of course, but still. Honk? I don't know.
So how you get rid of the ghost? Yeah, but they don't know what we're talking about. So
yes, they do.
Fine.
You explained it.
No, you cut it out.
I cut it back in.
No. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. The best part is, like, you won't know. Like, if you're listening to this episode, you'll be like, what the heck?
It just said from hot
I did
reggae.
see that.
Okay.
I saw that, too. I was like, what?
What is that?
I'm just going to try to ignore it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Even the music in this game, was it ever very like good? I mean, it's okay. It's all right.
I mean, it kind of felt like it was the same song over and over.
It did kind of feel like the same song over and over.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's all right.
Uh-oh, we're hitting the Dolby Digitals. When we hit those, we're already at the very end.
Oh, look, it's the dove.
It's the tree. It's the speed tree, actually.
It's a speed tree.
Don't forget the Ys.
Well,
the double
I've seen that around. I don't know what that is.
WUU.
Oh.
Natural motion technology.
Oh, NVIDIA is in the credits.
Face FX. Maybe
Weird.
face mapping? That has to be what
must
they do, right?
Yeah, Simple Gone.
Everyone knows the Cryware.
Oh, that's the engine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Og, Vorbis, and Trevor open source libraries are provided by...
Oh, that's a
Six
lot.
yeah, I can't read all that. I
Yeah.
want to get into voice acting, but not that bad.
This also is provided by the copyright holder distributor, as is any express or implicit warranties, including but not limited to warranty of manners and fitness. But no.
That sounded like you did a good job, but it was the first 2 lines.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Here we go. One more time. Give me
Back it
one
up,
more
back
try.
it up,
Give me
back it
one
up,
more
back it
try.
up.
No, never mind. The font is as is without warranty, expressly limited, increasingly limited warranties, fitness, particular. Man, I can't even do it if I'm skipping words.
Yeah, skip it a lot. Amazon probably licensed this. Oh, what?
Time to start it all over again.
What? Is that what happened? It feels like that's what happened.
Is it? I'm like afraid to stop it because I'm worried that it would it's like, oh, I don't want to get through all that again.
I mean, I'm sure the people don't want to watch credits. Is there anything else you had? Any closing thoughts for this final thoughts video?
Yeah, I always like ending on credits. It feels like a good way to summarize a game.
That's how you would if you played the game. So
Yeah, exactly.
I guess not this one since they did.
Yeah, they didn't have credits, which
unless
is
like
weird.
I played it the first time and it had credits.
Oh,
and
maybe
they're
it did,
Yeah,
yeah.
after that, you're good.
Straight. That's the other thing that's weird about this game is I guess how difficult it was to like replay it in its original version. But yeah, I think we are repeating the credits. Go ahead and back out and go back in and see if it starts right there. I'm just curious. But no, as far as this game is concerned, yeah, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're
Game
good.
management.
Yeah, we're good. That was it for the credits for Hitman 3. It seems like this game is designed to be replayable to a large degree, but in a lot of ways it feels very. Is this a AAA game, or would you consider this more of like a just AA game? I guess who's the producer for Hitman?
Good question. Like IO Interactive or something? I don't know.
So I don't know. I mean, the part of this could be that it's just not really a full AAA game, but it is full AAA price at $70. My goodness.
I mean, let's see.
I'm looking it up too. It is IO Interactive, first of all, and I'm looking up what other games they made. Hitman. They made the Pain and Lynch or whatever it's called. They made Mini Ninjas and Hitman. And,
Here's all this.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was self-published.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
IO Interactive. So I mean, this is kind of more of a AA game, I feel like, than it is a AAA game, considering this is all that they do.
Is there a
Click on the developer, IO Interactive. Is that what you're meaning?
No, I was looking if this had a budget.
Oh, I don't think they show video game budgets. I don't think
Sometimes they do.
Do they?
I mean, if it's something to gloat about.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I almost never see video game budgets. Yeah, Kane and Lynch. So they do Mini Ninja, Kane and Lynch, and Hitman, and that's it. Those are all the games they've ever made.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it is kind of a AA.
Oh, you can see
game.
some Metacritics over here.
Oh, how do people think? Just as bad as we did?
No.
Oh.
70 on Nintendo Switch. It came out for Nintendo Switch? What the heck?
Yeah.
Is this the first Hitman 3 or the current hit? No, this is this one. Interesting. PS4 and 5 version got 84s.
Yeah, people like this game.
So people like it.
Yeah, 84. I mean, I did originally go with a B-. That's B neutral though, but yeah.
I'd still stick with C+.
Yeah, I think I agree. It's a cool game, but it's not that cool.
Yeah.
It's just
Did it win any awards?
just regular cool.
PC Game of the Year at the Golden Joysticks.
Yeah, I think that's it for this though. I think we had a good time-ish. It
I
was a
know
good
I
time.
did.
I had a fun time. Yeah.
I had a fun time.
That's the thing. This game can be fun. I think it's more fun with a friend because a lot of this is just silly. I feel like if you're playing this by yourself, you're just like quietly staring at an enemy, waiting for them to move forever.
Yeah.
I'm also just not a big fan of stealth games in general, just because how much is spent watching something and just being like, I sure hope this happens. Nope. Okay. So there's that. So this game just might not be for me to some degree. This might be the ultimate in tactical espionage action, except for there's a game that claims to be tactical espionage action.
And is. And is better.
Yeah. So there's that. If you like this game and you're looking for other games to check out, maybe check out Metal Gear. We didn't play any on the channel. We did, actually. You played Metal Gear Original for the NES, right?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So you can check that out.
Don't check it out. That was my early work. It's
You can
terrible.
also watch Mark of the Ninja.
Oh yeah, watch Mark of the Ninja. It's so much better of an experience. My early stuff, especially my early Patrick list stuff, is like not the best at all by any means. It's bad. It's terrible. Delete the channel. Like I can't.
Otherwise, yeah, you can check out for yourself any of the Metal Gear games if you're interested in those types of games. Recommend looking into those.
Do you want us to play one? Comment.
Yeah, I'm sure Adam would love to play one.
I would love to. I love the Metal Gear series. It's my second favorite series of all time.
After?
I said that straight open. I was like, did I say second?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't realize it was your second favorite.
It's my first favorite series.
Yeah,
of all
okay,
time.
I thought it was your first
I was
favorite.
Like, why did I say that?
That was a strange plot twist that I just heard.
That was definitely interesting. No, it's my favorite game franchise.
What if any of you guys out there know what my favorite game franchise is? It's not a secret.
It's a secret to everybody. Take the ass.
Take the ass.
Yeah. My first is Sonic the Hedgehog. Specifically the Sonic Heroes.
Sonic, yeah, Adventure 2,
Adventure 2 Battle,
Shadow,
and Heroes. Heroes goes first, and then
yeah. Heroes and Shadow. I think we should just leave.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
Thank you for showing up. You have a great one.
Bye.
If you liked the video, like it. If you commented, comment down below. And if you really want to see more of us, sub and hit the bell if you really, really want to be addicted to that zoinky goodness. That's enough Hitman 3. Zoink out.
Zoink out.